For our family Halloween costume this year, I thought it would be funny to ship Marshall from Paw Patrol with Disney's 101 Dalmatians. The first thing I did was make vision boards of the items I'll need and the ones I already happen to have. First stop was Value Village, cause we're trying to pull this off as cheaply as possible. I decided this white robe needed to be sacrificed, and moved on to find Jasper's jacket. Why are these so expensive? The hats were more reasonable. And holy shit, I can't believe how lucky I was to spot these trademark pajamas, which I obviously had to try on when I got home. This velvet number would work well for the inside liner of my coat. Next stop was Once Upon a Child, where I found this yellow shirt, red backpack, white hoodie, and baby leggings. On to Dollarama, where I bought these $3 Crocs, firefighter hat, and these green spider butt rings, which I hot glued onto some cheap earrings I had lying around. So Jasper's costume was already finished. Now it was time to tear shit up. I wasn't about to spend time sewing this monstrosity, so I began hot gluing. And gluing. And fuck! Next I cut up the Dalmatian fabric and tried to utilize every bit of it. For Marshall's pants, I just traced over an old stained pair of pants that I knew still fit him in the waist. I did the same for the sleeves on an old onesie. I then cut them off and glued them to the inside of the vest. And back to gluing Marshall's pants. I also covered the Crocs, but we ended up using rain boots because of the weather. Say goodbye to yellow shirt because it's becoming the sleeve caps on Marshall's vest. For the little fire badge, I'm just cutting up some felt based off my reference pictures. And voila! For Marshall's fire hat, I traced over the area I wanted covered and made another felt badge for the front. Next I made the ears and glued them under the sides of the helmet and added some reflective tape. I made the flashlight removable by attaching it with Velcro. And that completes the hat! For Marshall's pup pack, I'm attaching these big water bottles to look like fire extinguishers. I trace where the badges will be and sand off the top glossy layer to get it ready for the paint. Now that everything is red, I cut off a couple pieces of this garden tube that I had lying around and cover them up with duct tape. Duct tape. Duct tape. I'm using strips of felt to attach the bottles to the sides of the bag securely. Now for the badges and some more safety reflective tape, because why not? Time for my little Dalmatian puppy ears. I'm stuffing a bit of yellow scrap fabric into them to add dimension and gluing them to the side of the hoodie. And now the time has come for spots. Many, many, many spots. But look how cute this is! Now to add the final touch, some cute little red ribbon bows. For her leggings, I cut out some little felt paw prints to glue to the bottom of her soles. And then, of course, more spots. More spots. I'm cutting the elastic waistband of these old baby pants because I didn't want to buy elastic or sew. I bought this roll of tulle from Amazon for $10 and it was pretty much the exact amount I needed. I just cut small strips and tied them onto the waistband again and again. Then you guessed it, more spots! And that completes the lower half of her costume. I went quite off model with Cruella's red shoes, but I wasn't about to roll an ankle chasing my toddler in heels. The other accessories are these toy pearls, black hairspray, and cheeky red gloves. I also bought this emerald green eyeshadow, which I will likely never ever wear again. Of course I had to include some of my doggies, and I happen to have 2 cow costumes from past Halloweens that I can repurpose easily. I just glued some of the leftover Dalmatian and attached the ears and covered the seams with spots. You have yourself the cutest Dalmatian hybrid! I primed my face for the abuse and began applying a very generous amount of Elmer's glue to my eyebrows. I used a spoolie to comb and press my hairs upwards so that they would lay as flat as possible. Between each coat, I'd fan my face until the purple went clear. It's coming along, but needs more layers. I'm using a makeup wipe to smooth out any lumps of glue. Here's where things start to get weird. I'm covering my eyebrows with a concealer stick and blending it into the rest of my face. I add some brighter concealer and press more powder in to fill all the little holes. Now I'm priming my eyelids and applying white clown paint to my whole forehead. Next I lightly drew out the brow shape I wanted with brow powder. I then darkened them with a black eyeliner pencil and filled them in again with powder to set them. Sudden jump cut to packing on emerald green eyeshadow. I added some black to the corners of my eyelids for dimension. Again using a makeup wipe to clean up the mess. Some blending and more blending. and bringing the green down to my lower lid. Next, I moved down to my cheeks with more concealer and blending. I used my finger near the eye to avoid contaminating my sponge. Don't forget your ears! Now I set the face with translucent powder so she ain't going nowhere. Cruella has some intense cheekbones and I do not. Now for her nose, I'm going to get really crazy with the contouring because she has a tiny turned up snout. Next, I'm using liquid liner on my eyes and drawing my nostrils higher to give the illusion of a turned up nose. I added some fake eyelashes and put some mascara on my bottom lashes. Finally, it was time for her patent red lips. And the face is done. Some last minute contouring on my neck and she's looking pretty terrifying. Now it was time to tease and spray the hair and get everyone else out the door.